people, you are all welcome to this wonderful program, this wonderful evening. We move, we move. Anywhere you are joining me from, anywhere you are watching me from, anywhere you are viewing from, I welcome you and I beg you, try and subscribe to this thing we are doing this evening. Yeah, you are welcome. Just as you're joining me, try and like, and we move, we continue. So, you are welcome to this evening broadcast. This evening, we will be talking about some things like the what is going on in the country, Nigeria today. What is that is going on in Nigeria today? As we are here, the children we saw that were taken by Nigerian government. Finally, the Nigerian government have come to tell you that these children are married. They are not children, even don't think they are children, that they are married, blah, 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 blah. I come the surprise. You see, Nigeria, they will never stop surprising people. Nigeria, fear Nigeria. Let me tell you, fear Nigeria. We go see all the time. Again, you see, when we tell you that nothing will ever be a solution to everlasting justice, people don't understand and the people don't want to understand. Today again, the Mazi or Barrister Ejimako, lawyer Ejimako have come out to confirm that DSS threw them out. Tell them may they go call God come. Even God, may they go bring God come. Nothing there happened. It shock you. I just want us to understand that. You see, the truth is that Nigeria has gotten to the point that it's only the violent that can take it by force. Because if you think, say, yeah, when a case you, in a feel ne when a case me, and when a case me, I'm telling you the truth. And when a case me or Maggie case me, that is just the simple truth. Whether you agree or whether you no agree, we no get choice, but we must continue to fight and tell the truth. Also, we will be looking into some things and so many things like we already know. We no get choice, like our Prime Minister made it clear to you, to me, to every one of us. We must continue to fight, continue to support the Prime Minister with his government to everlasting solution. And the only everlasting solution we know we will have is Biafra. If Biafra no come, if Biafra no come, bro, nothing go ever work. If Biafra no come, if Biafra no come, nothing is going to work. The children finally were given bail for 10 million each. 10 million naira each. I can't ask my question. Children will never see food to eat. Now then you can't give waiting be name bail for 10 million naira. Nothing where person no go see. Nothing where person no go see. Children no see food eat, but you they give them bail 10 million, and they must get a civil servant to go come grant them bail. Hey, may God have mercy on us. May Chineke na menaye ebere. I want make we understand that what is happening today is something that only God will do. And the only situation is only God that will solve that situation. And God have decided to save or solve the situation through Biafra coming. But we dey ignore the coming of the Biafra. We dey call Biafra nothing. We call Biafra names. We say important. But the truth is that whether you like it or not, the only day we will be free is when Biafra come. I believe say una they hear me. I greet everyone where they join me for line this evening. Sunny, I greet you. And I see Obieze, they were faithful Uzo Oba, they were life of Eli, they were anywhere you are watching from this wonderful time. I greet you. You are welcome. You're welcome. So we continue. I want to make we understand that as we dey tell you, na so e be. So quickly, make we no waste too much time. It go good make we listen to some things. Then from there we go begin the move. Make we share the screen so that you go understand. Make we start with this. Ready, this in there. Okay, maybe this a bit. Come on to now. Like that, no good. No good. Okay, like this better. Okay, make we sound like this. Let us listen to what these people are saying now. I just beg you to listen. Meanwhile, we go see say the woto still there go on. The woto there go on. The woto there happen. The woto they move on. Nigeria police acquire another man today. They acquire people catch them. You see, they acquire somebody, people catch them. Anyway, we know saying that they are trademark, and so they always do. That one will not be waiting with the talk. I want people to listen to this video. Listen. I believe here.
We simply have somebody who probably used the fight for democracy as an opportunity to gain power. Because that is what it is. If this thing had happened in another country, Nigeria would have been the first country, Nigerian president would have been the first one to condemn it as gross child abuse. You are charging minors, juveniles, and you forget that juvenile delinquency is part of maturity. If you have a child that does not play pranks as a juvenile, that child is not a child. Go and check very well. Yeah. Go and check very well. And then when you talk about this, you say they are carrying flags. All the religious organizations in Nigeria, are they not carrying flags? Flags of different nations? Most cars you see, are they not carrying flags of different nations? Is it not shameful that under a democratic rule, we are doing things that the military will not have done? That's what we're doing. You are charging minors for terrorism, and you are treating them like adults. Do you know that already Nigeria is sitting on a keg of gunpowder? Do you know the kind of life these children will live tomorrow? Do you know the hatred you're already instilling in the lives of these children? We need to be very careful in this country. We need to be extremely, extremely careful, because these children that we're treating like this today, when they grow up with this mindset, the adults will run. And I'm saying it, I'm not missing words. We need to be very careful.
All right. So moving on to other issues. You did mention security a bit and all that, or perhaps what the children may become. There's been allegation that some of the people who are the bandits of this world today and all that started with some of these. I don't want to say abandoned children or Marjorie children and all that. I don't know how true that is, but I'd like to pick your mind on that. But before we get to that, let me quickly go back to the issue of Niger State. As the Speaker of the Niger State House of Assembly has doubled down on a claim made on the floor of the assembly that bandits had taken over a training ground of the military in the state.
I want you to remember that the Nigerian army came out and told you that no camp was taken. And they told you also that they have not even seeded. You know what seeded means? They have not given them to. That means they have been given. If you are just joining me, you are welcome. I greet you. Clement, I can see you. Macy, I can see you. And Johnson, I can see you. You are welcome. Just try and like the program as you join me. So they said they have not seeded any part of their camp to the Nigeria insurgents group, because they are Nigeria insurgent group. So now, today, the lawmaker in Niger State came back again today to tell you that what we said, no be lie you, na true we talk, even as now as we speak, the thing they repeat again. I want to make you listen.
So as we speak right now, in fact, they said over 20 passengers in 5 vehicles were reportedly kidnapped yesterday, Thursday, along the Mariga Kontungora Road, as the Niger State House of Assembly, to accept the reality, have said that the military must accept the reality that bandits have taken over its training ground. Barrister Abdul Malik Sarakin Deji, Speaker of the Niger State House of Assembly and representative for Mariga constituency, disclosed the incident during an interview with journalists, emphasizing the ongoing threat to local communities. The Speaker's comments come in response to the military's recent denial that bandits were not operating within its training grounds at the Kontungora local government area. So, Barrister Darlington, we keep seeing these denials from time to time, but this time around, the accuser, who is a sitting House of Assembly member, has not backed down. He's saying that I said what I said, that bandits have taken over you people's training ground, and they are still denying it. This time around, he said, in fact, they've kidnapped 20 more people from the ones they had before. How do we ascertain the truth or not about this? Truth or false about this?
Let the military take journalists to that place. Is that not?
We put a call across to one of the military personnel in charge there. He denied. They said it wasn't true too.
No, it's not enough. The only way to discountenance this type of allegation is for you to do what? Assemble journalists. If that place is safe as you claim, let them go around that camp and see who is there. Precious, is that not the best thing to do? No, tell me. We are talking of the chief of army staff that we have not seen. What did they need to do? Show us where he is. Show us where he is recuperating. Show us the hospital he is. So there are things you cannot deny for too long. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time the truth will come out. Why don't they ask the Speaker of the Niger State House of Assembly, where did he see what he was saying? I expected the military to call him out by now if he was carrying out a falsehood and rumor. You see, this is not the first time. Remember, the governor himself has said that bandits have taken over. We call it bandits anyway. Have taken over part of his states. He said it. The governor said it some time ago. That part of his state have been taken over. And if you check, these places are ungoverned areas in Niger State. So the military cannot continue to deny what is there. Remember, this same military, they told us more than 5 times how they killed Shekau until his fellow brothers took him out. Since the military could not do it, they did it for us. Is that not true? They even brought his praying mat, his Quran and all that to Aso Rock, and his flag. And Buhari welcomed it as if they have done, in fact, as if they have arrested Osama bin Laden when they were looking for him. He didn't ask him, what do I want to, I am looking at I want the man that you're bringing all this in for me. He celebrated it. So, my dear, a lot is happening. I told you that with time, all these things will begin to, form a picture so that you and I will see clearly. All this while they are lying to us, telling us it is a farmer header class, it is bandit. The truth will come out because nobody can hide a 6-month-old pregnancy. That somebody took away your military training ground, and the army are denying it as if it was a child's play. And that place is very close to Abuja.
You see, like I always said, Ugo Nnamdi, I greet you. I greet everyone that is just joining. If you're just coming in, Shima, I greet you. Irechuku, I greet you. Every one of you that are just joining. I beg you, do me a favor and like the program. Now, I don't know why Nigerians are not even bothered about all this. They are only bothered that the senators came together. The Nigerian so-called honorable member sit down and they deliberated. Are we going to agree? You cannot turn us into Islams. No, we don't want Sharia. No, we don't want Sharia. The so-called Nigeria has taken it that the thing is over. They have not asked themselves, how is it that Nigeria is accepting the terrorist group in the name of repentant people, and they are being welcomed into your military, into your police, into your government offices, into your federal systems, anywhere, into the society with the benefits? We saw the Major General or General talked about, say it in the book, it's not secret. We see them being made the special advisor to one army something, security something matters. We saw it. We saw them come to army, carry army vehicles and the arms, and they disappear again into the air. And we are not thinking, what is really going on? Because when you don't want to think about what is going on, you are simply being fooled by your own self. You are thinking that Nigeria, it can never be Islamized when Nigeria is already Islamized. This is what people are not getting. How can you have a country where these people that call themselves Boko Haram or whatever they call themselves, they have their secretariat, nobody attacks them? Where the government know them, know their houses, where they can be, where they are being crowned the highest glory of Funaneland. And police presence were there. The governor sent the representatives. Police were there, army were there. And we are still waiting to hear that this country is being Islamized. In a country where almost like 60% is practicing Sharia law. They have Sharia police, they have Sharia court, they have Sharia army, they have Sharia judges, Sharia court, Sharia lawyers practicing, and some people are still hoping. Listen, let me tell you, if you were listening, you heard the man said that Nigeria is already sitting on a gun or a keg of gunpowder. What is the problem? Where are they sitting? What is this keg of gunpowder? What is the problem? Biafra is the problem. And the reason why Nigeria is quaking now as we are talking is because Biafra is the Nigeria feeding bottle, and the Biafra is soon going to plug it up. Come second, everything will start happening. They are confirming it that Woto is running them down. They are crying that Woto is running them down. Nigeria is a country of no rule of law, but people are not getting it. The only law that is ineffective is Islamic law. That's the kind of rule of law that is in existence. Anything that will happen against me and you, anything that will happen for me and you to be intimidated, to be denied justice, is what is just the law is all about. I want us to understand, I want us to understand that we have no choice. But we will listen to them. He will talk about Nnamdi Kanu after this. Let's just keep listening.
2 or 3 hours to Abuja. It's just a dash. Under Buhari, these people not to shoot the brigade of guards. And we dismiss it as nothing. Precious, you can imagine. For you to do that, that means you have threatened the life of the president directly. And the military are denying that is an immediate danger. There is no look. I won't even bother myself because I know what will be. Whatever God has proposed will come to pass. All these things that we are talking now, God have already said it. That nobody can change His will. I advised these people long ago, even last year, let them slow down, because nothing you do on earth will go unpunished as long as it's against humanity. And for you to have offended God by treating those children in that manner, my dear, the punishment will be double. Go and mark it. I remember when there was a prison swap between Nigeria and UK. The UK government said, okay, they are coming to inspect where they are bringing these Nigerian prisoners to come and serve their time. They came to Kirikiri. Pressure, what they saw there was an eyesore. They said even dog cannot be reared there. You know what they did? They gave Nigerian government 700,000 pounds to build, special cells in that Kirikiri, where they now brought those guys. Now look at it. A foreign government is telling you how to treat your own people nicely. Now, if they have done that to adults, you imagine what they are doing to their own children over there.
Well, the Deputy Secretary to the United States also said something like that yesterday when this rumor broke out, and said that it would have been fake if it was in another country. It would have been fake news, but that in Nigeria anything can happen.
Let me quickly say.
So when you see this type of thing, you begin to ask yourself, is this the reform? Precious, I keep saying it because when they call that, it's part of the reform. We have seen people who did reform in their country. After the Second World War, there was a Marshall Plan by a U.S. president. That Marshall Plan is all about what? Reflecting the economy, making things work, and immediately the world picked up. Look at Nigeria own. You are doing reform and things are getting worse. So what kind of reform is that? No, tell me, what kind of reform will make people gnash their teeth? Everything that you can think of is happening to Nigerians today, and you are calling it reform.
All right, Prince Francis Chilaka, you were about to say something.
Yes, the Nigerian military has always been one of the best in Africa and in the world. The Nigerian military has always earned not just the respect of the Nigerian people, but they've earned the respect of foreign nations. But unfortunately, this same institution has, to a large extent, brought glory to Nigeria is allowing itself to be run over by the Nigerian political class. The Nigerian military is getting too involved in politics. And as such, they are sacrificing their professionalism on the altar of corruption. I want to appeal to the Nigerian military. I want to appeal to the armed forces of Nigeria, as they are called. Rise up to patriotism. Rise up to becoming the same military that Nigerians were proud of and Nigerians will be proud of. Rise up above the political class. What is playing out today, where the military keeps sending out different information, the people keep giving out different information, the people keep indicting the military is busy defending itself, should not be heard of. The military should uphold its professionalism. Because, I'll tell you this for free. I said it the other day and I'll still say it again. Nigeria has exhibited all the characteristics of a failed state. The only thing that is keeping Nigeria together is the people, the resilience of the people, the patriotism of the ordinary Nigerians, not the patriotism of the political class, not the patriotism of the elders. It's the patriotism of the ordinary Nigerians that is still keeping Nigeria as one. I appeal to federal government. I appeal to the judiciary. What played out in court today, let us learn from it. Let us retrace our steps. Let us go back to the founding fathers of Nigeria and ask them how we can get this country back on track. Things are not going well for this country. And we need to do something urgently to get it back on track. Urgently. It is tickling. We're sitting
to a court ruling ordering Kanu lawyer Ejimako via a post on X, aka Twitter today. Ejimako disclosed that DSS's latest action was in continued disobedience to a court ruling ordering Kanu access to his legal team. He vowed to continue all suspended legal processes with much vigor following the latest action. Ejimako wrote, today, in a blatant and continuing disobedience of extant court order, the DSS barred the legal team of Nnamdi Kanu from conducting a visitation with him. For this reason, all suspended legal actions to enforce compliance will proceed apace and with much vigor. But we've been going back and forth with this conversation. How legal is it for a detainee to be denied his lawyers? Barrister Darlington, please.
Precious, you know, at times some of the questions you ask me.
You're the lawyer now. If I don't ask you, I will not ask myself now, sir. So
you see, when somebody is deliberately violating the law, you can only sympathize with him because he too is in bondage. You know, we are members of the United Nations, and most of these laws are domesticated here. It's just that obedience to these laws is what is the problem. People look at faces before they can obey or implement court decisions. People look at body language, and that is the bane of Nigerian society. Imagine a security agent, you know, disobeying court order on what ground? Because he has somebody backing him. If not, that action is enough to sack him from office. It's as simple as that. You cannot do that under a democratic government. You cannot do that, but because these people, somebody is playing the music they are dancing, that is why they can never obey court order. Precious, that is just the truth. So, ordinarily, are you telling me that somebody like the EFCC chairman, whom I presume is a lawyer, doesn't know what the law says? Nnamdi Kanu is undergoing trial. He's not even convicted yet. This is the time he needed his legal team most to prepare for his defense. Are you telling me that this man is not aware? They just want to break his spirit, because whenever you want to break the spirit of such a person, you put him in solitary confinement. Precious, do you know a place called the Gulag Archipelago? That is, if there is hell on earth, it is that place. The Soviet Union created it for dissidents. That's why they keep them. You need to read that book, the Gulag Archipelago. Then you know what is called a dungeon. What you have here is a playing field, though. I'm not joking. When you see what man created against his fellow man, then you now say that, so somebody can conceive such wickedness against his. The only place that came close to it was where is that place at Adelaide, whatever, where there's underground, where the tennis, the lagoon is very close, so water comes in from there. So this type of treatment, please, will it make for a better Nigeria? That's the question. When you treat somebody this way, are you making him a better person? Is that the correctional center? Precious, sir? Are they correcting anything with this type of attitude? Please answer me. You can see now, contradictions galore. Are they correcting anything with this type of attitude? Can somebody come out of that place better? You see? But tomorrow now, everybody in Nigeria, how did we have such a children that are very stubborn? Our children have become so unpatriotic. They have become so wicked. They have become so lawless. Who taught them? Precious, who taught them? Who instilled wickedness in their hearts? You can see now.
I believe I'm audible. Sorry. Now, from what this man is saying, there is something we have to understand. He said something that when you see things happening like this, that means somebody is beating the drum for the small bird that is dancing in the middle of the road. Are you getting the message? Somebody is beating the drum. When we tell you that Nigeria is under the influence of some cabals, people know they agree. You think the same way we tell you, when you do go and when you believe that you are going to vote, you go and vote. After you vote, your vote do not count. Why? Because there are people that are in charge, and these people in charge are controlling the affairs of Nigeria, and they are not spirits. They are not demons. They are not spirits that control the spiritual affair. No. When you hear Jesus talk in the Bible that Satan is in charge of this world, that Satan is in Nigeria. That Nigeria you see today is under the control, influence of that Satan. That Satan, go. That is why nothing will work. And this Nigeria you are looking at now is a place that the law is not going to ever work again. If you think the law will work, I want to ask you a question. How do you think the law will start working? Which miracle will the law have to turn around again and work? Nnamdi Kanu, the law says that Nnamdi Kanu should not be tried in Nigeria court or anywhere in the world without letting him go freely and they pay him compensation with public apology. That is what Nigeria own law, I'm not telling you of international law now, Nigeria own law said. But Nigeria ignored everything. This is a country that their law says, let terrorists come and beg for forgiveness. Forgive the terrorists. You understand? Let the terrorists come and ask for forgiveness. When they ask for forgiveness, forgive the terrorists.
We don't have school fees. We don't have any.
No, that's not the video I want. Now, I want us to know that the only thing that will bring Nnamdi Kanu out, the only thing and the only time Nnamdi Kanu will come out is Biafra that is going to bring Nnamdi Kanu. Whether you agree or whether you no one agree, the only thing that will save and restore Nnamdi Kanu and restore peace in your life living in Africa is Nnamdi Kanu. Because I just want to make we see what happened in court today. After we have seen that they do. Okay, hold on, let's just start with it. Let's just watch the video.
About 67 minors.
No, this one.
You see, basically,
No, not you.
9 kilo, no be.
Where the video? They say nah. This happening. Okay, I think it should be this. Let me see.
Of the 75 arraigned suspected nationwide protesters have been granted bail to the tune of 10 million naira each by Justice Obiora Egwatu of the Federal High Court.
The children has been given bail of 10 million naira each. And the
We don't have school fees. We don't have any. We don't have school fees. We don't have any.
You know why I'm showing you the video? You will hear something from the video that is going to come now. These children has been given bail for 10 million each. Let's go.
Court Abuja. Those granted bail who are below 15 years are expected to present one shortee who must be a civil servant. Meanwhile, some of the suspected protesters brought by the Nigerian police for arraignment fainted at the Federal High Court in Abuja. The suspects between the ages of 12 to 15 are being charged with 10 counts of terrorism, an attempt to overthrow the government, and an alleged mutiny over their participation in the nationwide protest. They were allegedly arrested on August 3rd and had since been in detention before today. The case before the court was for arraignment and plea when some of the suspects fainted, which made Justice Egwatu rise abruptly before coming back to some of the suspects' bail.
These boys that we brought to the court today, all of them are adults.
Are you hearing him? He said that these boys.
We don't have school fees. We don't have any. These people we are just 90 something years. That's something that 6 days. Like 6 days. That's what we do.
Now, those little children you saw, this man that is old man, that is not less than 60 years, is telling you that they are all adults. They are married, they have children. Listen to what you.
Most of them are married men. None of them is a minor. Some of them are university graduates. The small kids you are seeing here, they came with some of their parents to come and greet their loved ones.
Are you getting the message? Look at this video once again.
We don't have school fees. We don't have any. These people we are just 90 something years. That's something that 6 days. Like 6 days. That's what we do. My case is.
Now, when you see those children, I want you to ask yourself, which of those, I think I should look for the video. Let me look for the video. You should be asking yourself, which among these children do you think is up to 20? Look at them here. Look at them. Now, look at these children. He said that they came only to court. That is Nigerian lawyer representing Nigeria against the children. He said that these children came with their loved ones. Now, these children in this court, when did Nigeria start permitting children to take over court and start eating biscuit and sweet in the courtroom? Look at the children that man told you they are graduates, they are married, and they are going to be charged. They have been charged for 1 million naira each. And they have been detained for more than 90 days. Look at Nigeria for you. You getting the message? This is the Nigeria that you are hoping for, to become giant or to become better place to live. Better place for who, if I may ask you? Nigeria will become a better place for who? This is the same Nigeria you are having. These are the leaders of tomorrow you are talking about in Nigeria. Because in Nigeria, they told you that these little children are the leaders of tomorrow. After 3 months, these children has been thrown into police custody, no food, no life, no education, no nothing. They have been able to hold these little children for 3 months, but they have not been able to hold terrorists for 3 months before they recycle them or before they rehabilitate them. It takes them 2 weeks to rehabilitate repentant terrorists, but it takes them 3 months to bring these children to court after detaining them in police custody. For 3 months plus, they were able to bring them to court. This is place you dey call country, abi? I greet you, Onyebuchi. Nolin, Ndewo, you're welcome. Diana Gumbedi, Diana, I greet you. No, make we dey understand what Nigeria is all about. Now, these children now, that lawyer, somebody that went to school, after schooling, you went to law school, you came out to tell us that these children are married, they are not minors. Do you think any of these children here is up to 15? Let me not just mistake. Do you think any of these children here is up to 15? Look at them. I want to see which of these children do you think is up to 15? Look at them. This is the children. Somebody is saying that they are they are married, they are graduates. May God have mercy. May God have mercy. Let's listen to him. Where is they? Continue.
They are not even the real suspects standing trial in this case. These boys were arrested in Kaduna and Zaria. Imagine the level we find ourselves now.
When you look, you see the lawyers behind him. They are even laughing, knowing that this man self, YouTube, why they lie for public like this? They are laughing. Look at the lawyers behind him. They are even the one looking at him. The one looking at him or directly, the one behind him by his left hand side is looking at him with surprise. You are saying this in public with surprise look. Look at him. And he is still saying disgusting God on and
do you know how much it costs us to be at this level of a democracy in this country? These young boys are trying to destabilize Nigeria using the Russian flags and other countries, calling on.
Do you see them laughing and they're talking? that this man is evil. Even this man is not even that he's evil. He's not really a lawyer.
The military to remove our president. Is it fair to even remove the state governors that they don't want democracy again? If you don't like democracy, are we forcing you? You go back home and sit. Everybody is enjoying their fundamental rights. Nobody is abusing their rights. Everybody is enjoying free movement, and everything's are moving fine in the country. These boys only for no reason. They started protests, violent protests with the flags, foreign flags, Russian flags. Haba, is that what we want in this country? Don't mind the Defense Council. They will always say something to tarnish the name of Nigerian police. It's not true. In my own case, we filed charge against 43 defendants, and all of them were produced to the court today. All of them are adults. Forget about what they.
Look at the people he called adult too. He called these people adults. Are you seeing them? He said that they are all adults. That is why he's prosecuting them, and that is why he's charging them for 1 million naira bail. Each of these little children you see here.
Telling you that they are small children, this and that. Ask the Defense Council, do they truly know the suspect they're defending?
While we were in court this morning, and shortly before the plea of the defendants, mainly underage children could be taken. Some of them who were looking quite malnourished, who were looking quite very sick, started slumping in court before the Honorable Justice Egwatu. Justice Egwatu, upon seeing the fainting of these young persons of school age, had to had to stand down proceedings abruptly. We had to rush some of these young children to the clinic within the facility of the court for them to be resuscitated. Some of them are still receiving treatment as I speak to you in the clinic. These young persons has been arrested since the 2nd day of August, 2024. No food. Over 3 months. No food. They've been left without clothing, without housing, without proper care. They are looking very malnourished. As you can see the videos that are flying around social media.
You're informed that they are taking Gari only.
They were kept at the Kuje Correctional Center and at the IRT, the notorious IRT at SAS Abatua. At SAS Abatua. Now, this is the facility that has held our young children that are being kept by this government over allegations of attempting to overthrow the president. The question now comes to, how can a 12, 13, 14-year-old boy who is looking very frail and malnourished attempt to overthrow the president? That is a matter for another day. But we have filed an application contesting and challenging the powers of the courts to try these young persons. And this objection is founded on very solid foundation. The Constitution of Nigeria in Section 18 vests on the government the responsibility of educating young persons. The Universal Basic Education Act and the Children and Young Persons Act vest upon the government the duty to educate its younger ones. Section 2 of the UBEC Act mandates the government to provide education for its young persons, free compulsory education for all young persons. Unfortunately, young Nigerians have been arraigned in court today on a 10-count charge of an attempt to overthrow and overawe the government of Nigeria. They have been granted bail. We will strive hard to meet the bail conditions if we can. The conditions are quite neck-breaking. It is like giving bail with the right hand and taking with the left hand. We will strive and do our best to perfect these conditions. But if we cannot meet those conditions, we'll come back to the courts and seek for a variation. Because we have shown that these are young persons who are hungry. The essence of the protest of August 2nd is to end hunger in the land. And we saw them in court today, looking quite malnourished. The problem persists, but we'll come back.
Why should small children? Our own is very simple. Why should children? Why should small children? Why should they spend 93 days in police custody when they should be in school? And the government can arrest 10, 12, 13-year-old and keep them in custody for 93 days. But the government has not been able to arrest Yahaya Bello 6 months after.
Yahaya Bello, after 6 months, they have not arrested him. Remember, the terrorists that are in Zamfara state mining gold, giving contract to Chinese people for years have not been arrested. The terrorists that are taking over your country, Koro, they take over your mineral resources, they take over your communities, they sack your people, they take over your army training camp, they take over your army barracks, they take over your schools, turn them into their training ground. You have not arrested them. And these people are visible, they are not spiritual. These people run secretariat that you can see. These people run secretariat, they are there. They now take over army training ground, the biggest so far in Nigeria. These people take over your military armored carriers. They take over they kidnap your militaries, they kidnap your police. You know them, you know their houses, you know their quarters, you know their camps. You have not gone there to arrest any of them. But these little children today have been arrested, and not only that they have been arrested, the story has turned against them. I remember that time we were little, there's something we used to do, Bible rotate, Bible rotate. That is what Nigeria is all about. Rotate. It will always rotate negatively against the person, against the people, against the oppressed. That is Nigeria's system for you. Where police go by person and he will not be arrested. Where police is involved in taking things, kidnapping, going to robbery, and they are not being arrested and prosecuted. Where you sinful and they come to your land and take over and walk away freely, and even take over the land and they live in that land and sack the people out. Yet the police can do nothing. But the little children protested. Probably somebody give. If you watch that their protest, you see that they were having fun. They don't know what they were doing. But today, they are being charged for treason, taking over Buhari, T-Pen's government. They are today taking over T-Pen's, saying that Tinubu to be T-Pen. They are taking over T-Pen's government. If they pen Nigeria and they go deal with you now, we want you.
Is it not a parody of some sort that we have two separate countries? One country for the rich, one country for the poor. Our laws are...
No. We have two separate countries. You don't even have anyone. You are just making noise. The only country you will have is Yoruba country. Outside that, you have nothing. You have nothing. If you are claiming to have Nigeria as a country, no. The Fulanese has taken over this Nigeria you are calling your country. That is why you, as a lawyer, cannot go to court and defend your robe, and defend that your gown, and defend that your wig, and defend what you've gone to school for 7 years to study. That is why you cannot defend these little children before you, even before you as a lawyer. Watching minors fainting in the courtroom, a lawyer like you is telling you that these minors are graduates, they are fathers, they are millionaires, they are mothers, they have children. You can imagine, if you have a country, these children at the first place, they wouldn't have been in court. Nobody would have taken these children to court if you have a country. These children, look at the court, just look at the courtroom. Is it not a shame that a courtroom is being flooded with minors after so many has been taken to hospital to see if they can resuscitate? And so now I want you to understand something. The situation we see in the court today, where so many of them fell, where so many of them collapsed, how do you want to reconcile that so many have not died and we don't know about them? How do you want to reconcile that? Is it not possible that so many of them have gone and nobody can give account of them? Because nobody actually know how many children were taken by the police. Probably some has gone, some have died where they kept them. They would just dispose them. Because these children falling here in the court means that so many have fallen before. That is the country people will stand up to defend.
Are very clear. It's 48 hours. The police are in breach of the fundamental rights of these children. So we are not going to delve into the substance of the issue, which is already before the court, so that we will not make remarks that sub judice. But what we are saying, very simple. Yaya Bello, 6 months later, has not been arrested. But you arrest our children. You keep them in custody for 93 days. These children, they are already looking like they have kwashiorkor. They are malnourished. You understand? Then you cannot keep them in custody for this long. This is the reasons why our rating in the Human Rights Index is poor, is bad. You understand? The Tinubu government should discontinue the charge. We make a passionate appeal to the AGF, Baba Lateef Fagbemi, that he should discontinue the charge. He should take over the matter and discontinue against these children, so that the children can return back to school. And the Attorney General of the Federation has the inherent powers to take over this matter under Section 174 of the Constitution, that Baba Lateef Fagbemi should take over this matter and discontinue the charge against the children. I cried in open court because of this grave injustice that has been done to these kids.
Talk, you die. If you don't talk, you die. So we'll talk and die. While we were in court this morning.
Now, I want make we hear or understand that no mekwantansi. Nigeria, no mekwantansi. Nothing go ever happen make you see anything good again. Nothing. Nothing. When you hear nothing, I mean absolutely nothing. You see, the way many of them collapsed or fainted in the court. Many, not just one, many of them. This is the country you have. This is your country. This is the country they tell you that P2B will come to resuscitate. This is the country Nigeria. Nigeria. Very good country indeed. Very beautiful country. I wonder the kind of thing you want to see before you know that you are already in a Islamized nation. When every what do you call it? When all the all the foreign investors are gone, all the foreign investors, they are gone. No single one is left. Not even one. They are finished. You see Akpabio crying, and you see somebody crying that Nigeria will not be Islamized. I don't know what you are crying for. Nigeria is already Islamized, in case you don't even know. Nigeria already is Islamized. Islamized, plain, clean, finish. Nigeria is already Islamized. In case somebody don't understand it. I will show us one video now. Many of you may have seen this video, but I want you to listen.
All calls recording will be saved. 3. WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all social media will be monitored. 4. Your devices will connect to the ministry system. 5. Take care not to send a wrong message to anyone. 6. Tell your children, siblings, relatives, friends, acquaintances that they should be careful of them and rarely run social sites. 7. Do not send any bad post or video against the government regarding politics or the current situation. 8. It is current.
Did you hear this one? Any bad video or message that goes against the government, are you saying that you are not Islamized already? That is a kind of video today we saw all over social media, running everywhere, where these children collapse, where they were being told, we were being told that these people are minor. If you share this form of video, you have committed evil against the country they called Nigeria, and you will be judged, or you will be taken, and you might be going in just the same way they have taken these children inside today and are being judged for or tried for terrorism or whatsoever. It's just what you have to understand. Do you understand it? You have to understand. But if you don't understand, no problem. But this is the same Nigeria for you. This is the Nigeria that so many people have cried. So many people are crying. So many people are fighting others to keep. So many people are just doing everything to keep, trying to kidnap Simon Ekpa to please Nigeria, trying to keep Nnamdi Kanu. This is the Nigeria that the people from the eastern region called Biafra land, Hopos of them was Soludo, Ohanese, Ndoshin, and Dama. All of them have done everything to make sure Master Nnamdi Kanu do not come out because of this same Nigeria. This is the Nigeria that the people, Ndibo, have paid Shinas Awuru and Co. to make sure that Master Nnamdi Kanu did not come out. Understand? This is that Nigeria. This is that Nigeria.
Currently a crime to write or send a bad message on any political or religious issues. Doing so can lead to arrest without warrant. 9.
When you send that's when you talk against the Tinubu. I want you to understand. When I say una never enter Islamization, Abi, I talk when you hear them come to National Assembly to do anything, to say anything, no, that thing is already in working. It's already working. That bill has been passed. If you post anything against the government, it's not whether he did not say if you post anything lie against the government or against politicians. He said, if you post anything that is against the government, that contradicts Nigeria government, that exposes Nigeria system, poetic system. If you post anything where they do, like you see where Jagaban they bribe people, if you post them, they can come and they carry you without warrant. And if they carry you, you know they return. You can never return. Me and you know them. If you come to social media and speak, that is why they went to TikTok. All the people that were doing Biafra or Nigeria, people were winning with Biafra. They went and won all those people. If you ever try it again, talk about Biafra again, you will disappear. And they ran away. They ran away.
The police will ensure a notification, then be prosecuted by cybercrime, which is very serious. 10. All your groups, members, monitors, please consider this issue. 11. Be careful not to send the wrong message and let everyone know and take care of the subject. Be more aware of all in the group. Important information about WhatsApp new rules to group members. 1. Message sent, 1 tick. 2 tick, message reach. 2 blue tick, message read. 3 blue tick, the government took note of the message. 2 blue and 1 red tick, the government can take action against you. 1 blue and 2 red tick, the government is checking your information. 3 red tick, the government has started proceeding against you and you will get a court summons soon. Be a responsible citizen and share with your friends.
Ogulo, I want to ask you a question. What is Islamization? You see, when we dey talk, people no dey understand them. Wetin be Islamization? Even in social media in Nigeria, you are not free anymore. They only permit you to come and show pegus, show cucumber, talk alapoto, otemebanka. That is the only thing they permit you to do. You watch Big Brother or Brother Big Africa, Nigeria, BB Niger, Be Bad Niger. That is what they will teach you. Where women go open their pegus like this, open their boobs like this. That is what they want you to be watching in Nigeria. That you will not talk about the government that is corrupt, that is terrorizing, and impunity going upon impunity, injustice going upon injustice. If you ever discuss it, you are gone in Nigeria. Is that not Sharia? Is that not Sharia? Noni. I want us to understand that unless Biafra come, everything is finished. I tell you, unless Biafra come, everything don't finish. Whether you agree or whether you don't agree, unless Biafra come, everything is finished. And as for those people, where they go patronize Fulani people, go sell your land, give Fulani, you think say, you know, concern you. A day is coming when you go cry, nobody go hear you. You go there cry, they beg, nobody go hear you. When you know already that these Fulanese are taking over people's land, all they need is just to come good, kind. You permit them, just even if you don't bring them under your roof, no problem. What they want, just tell them to stay under this tree. They are okay. You permit one person today, tomorrow there are 50 there. And they are not moving an inch again. You, where get the land, have to move for them. Listen to this video.
Strangers, so again they put their people, they kill the 5 people, bury them for shallow grave. They track, after they don't collect ransom finish, they kill the boy. They track the phone of the boy. Now Fulani girl, now I hold the phone. At the end of the day, they trade the Fulani girl. Who give you the phone? They carry the phone. Trace and go meet the boy where he do that act. They catch the boy, he can't carry the gun where they bury the person. People you when you sell land for Fulani, you know they safe. You don't know their mind though. Fulani if you call meeting for 30 seconds before everybody don't gather. I go there inside my store before they come outside don't fool. Wait till they send a meeting. And the meeting they talk now, not this one where they call that meeting. The corporation where they get, you know, if you sell land for them, you sell problem for them. Oh. Now so they take collect this thing today, lorry. Yes. When they take me off lorry. Yes. Now Yoruba get there. The other day one same Muslim man, he tell them say now Yoruba get a lorry, not be Fulani. As they take enter, call them me of a lorry. Now they take claim a lorry today. Now the same thing they want to do for Benin Obasaki, stop them. So they won't get me of those states. They stop them. As we they give Fulani land, you they give one land though. They enter, they just be like Uftuka. Not the way they bite you, go they blow you head. Go they bite you. You go they bite, you go they blow you head, go they sweet you. You don't know say they kill you go. Now so they be oh. If they don't get stamina finish, they go ask you say who are you? So I beg anybody sell land for them, you rent land for them. Oh guy, see what I don't chop the money oh. I know if you refund the money oh. More than assist me oh. We go assist you. Look for a way to assist you, refund their money. Tell them say okay oh, relocate, leave this place. Tomorrow, you will sell land if you don't go. Your children, our children do. If we chop today now, tomorrow go. Now tomorrow they talk oh, we will create the problem. Our children they will call the punish tomorrow.
The message where this young man passed it, they're very clear. Very simple and very clear. We don't talk. We don't show you. We don't expose to you. The only thing everybody must do now is to fight for Biafra to come. Join hands. We no get choice. Because if these Biafra do not come, we are finished. Unless this Biafra come, bro, we are gone. Our own don't finish. If Biafra don't come, we don't finish. So in anything, in any way, anyhow, anything you are doing, bro, fight for Biafra to come. Because the only salvation we get for this life now, na Biafra. It's not about Simon Egba, he's an Indian man, what do you want to do with where he comes from? You see, when they don't have anything to tell you, when they don't know anything to tell you, they will always make up one story. They will always tell you something to make you believe that it is not working. Nothing is working. Nothing. Whether you agree, whether you don't agree, the truth will always remain the truth. And the only way me and you go be free is by fighting to restore Biafra. If we don't fight to restore Biafra, our own is gone. We are gone now and we are gone forever. Biafra is coming. Come 2nd of December, Biafra is coming. Come 2nd of December, Biafra is here. Whether you agree, whether you don't agree, important. The important thing is that Biafra is here. Like no like that is just a simple truth. And we no get choice but to fight for Biafra. And this Biafra is already here. The declaration of Biafra is the only hope of mankind, and not only me, not only you, not anything, but all over, everywhere. That is the only hope me and you have. But those that believe that don't have anything to do with this, don't worry. Yeah, don't worry yourself, don't bother yourself. But the truth remains that until Biafra comes, you don't get any hope. You don't get anything. You don't know anything. So it's not important where Simon Ekpa is coming from. It's not important who he is. It's not important his village. What do you want to do? What do you want to do with his village? What do you want to do with his village? Nothing. All we need is Biafra. All we need is Biafra. Not when one woman they go about the crewa everybody will pass around. The video there everywhere. No shame. They catch you when you naked with Ifayoba on the bed for Abuja. Your husband is there for prison for Abuja. You go see him. What a wicked people you are. Go clear with Ifayoba again. Or for Biafra tiburi Ifayoba. Or for Biafra tiburi here. Omenaro. You see people, they think that human beings. We put a private jet to get ready to put Nnamdi Kanu. Who knows no one can aranya? When you everywhere. To them, go and clear what she again, make we see you. Come and clear her. Now, even your own wife and another man go, they clear what and they go. They want come on, I call you want. Think like a human being. You say no. You want to think like a demon where you know even rich. Uche chimba go and clear we find your again now. Today, if I need your for you go they go clear. Be like say the people with their name they find evil, not them you they like. I'm pamjuru everywhere. Kisha I'm mad or I no be no here carry myself. We must continue. We no get choice, We must continue. We no get choice. I go stop this video here, but I want make we remember say tomorrow is our fundraising. Tomorrow now our fundraising. Make we no forget to say tomorrow now our fundraising. We must not forget. We must not forget. Make we join hands together, build our land, build our nation. Make we join hands, join forces, build our land once and for all. Make we go home. Make we go home once and for all. Make we just go home. If you never tire, me, I don't tire. If you never tire for this thing, where they happen, me, I don't tire. That's just the simple truth. Me, I don't tire. Suffering from beginning, suffering every day. You are in the land of people that you have resources they don't have. You are there serving them. We have all been frustrated to leave the land. We leave our ancestral land. We run away everywhere. Go everywhere, Biafran's food. Everywhere, every corner with food. We must fight, oh. We must do everything to be free, oh. In case you don't know, we must do everything to be free. Everything, no matter what it is. Anything you like, make it be. We must do everything to be free. That's just very simple. Whether you agree with me or whether you don't agree with me, we must do everything. Everything. People have given their lives. People have given everything just for this freedom to come. In case you don't know, many people have died and many are still dying. Even as we speak now, many people are dying. But those where they die because say they mumu, but those where they die because they believe they need to, they want Biafra to come, all of them follow. But above all we need is freedom. And the freedom we must get. That's the only thing I go tell us. You see, freedom we must get. So I'm stopping this program here. I beg you to join me. Let us bring our tomorrow is the fundraising. Remember, tomorrow is the fundraising. Don't forget. We must fight to restore our Biafra. Excuse me. We must fight to restore Biafra. That's the only thing I'm going to tell everybody. We must fight to restore Biafra. So I beg everybody to remember, join tomorrow as we do the fundraising tomorrow again, to build our land again, to support those men and the women waiting for inside jungle. They suffer. We must do everything to support them once again tomorrow. Make we gather together, fight again. Die your little widow's mite. It go a long way. We must continue. So I will drop this program here. I beg you, try and like and follow. My good night, everybody. Bye from here.